Let me tell you something that's going to sting a little. Most people who say they train like a boxer are lying to themselves. They throw a few jabs at the air, maybe buy a cheap heavy bag from the local sports store, and convince themselves they're on the path to becoming a fighter. But deep down, they know it's a fantasy. They're just cosplaying as a boxer. Real boxing training is not about looking cool or doing a few push-ups until you feel tired. It's about rewiring your entire body and mind to perform under the kind of pressure that makes normal people freeze. And the scary truth? You can train this way without ever stepping into a professional gym, but only if you're willing to strip away your excuses, kill your comfort zone, and commit to training with the same obsession a real fighter does. See, the reason most home training fails isn't because it's at home, it's because people treat it like a hobby. They train like someone who can quit anytime. A boxer doesn't have that luxury. In the ring, if you're not prepared, you get hit, you get exposed. Your opponent doesn't care about your excuses. Your lungs burn, your arms ache, and the clock keeps ticking. You either adapt or you lose. Now here's the hook most people miss. Boxing training is not just about punches. It's a total body transformation system disguised as a combat sport. It sharpens your reflexes so you react faster than your brain can think. It forges your endurance so you can push beyond the point where most people collapse. It trains your mind to stay calm under chaos, to read movement, to see patterns, to anticipate what's coming before it even happens. And this is where I'm going to mess with your head. You can build all of this at home, right where you are. You don't need a world-class facility. You don't need a personal coach breathing down your neck. What you need is structure, intensity, and the right mindset. And when those three come together, your living room can become a ring, your hallway can become a sprint track, your shadow can become the toughest opponent you'll ever face. But here's the catch. If you treat this like a home workout, you'll fail. If you think you can train like a boxer, without sweating until your shirt is soaked, without gasping for air until your lungs feel like they're on fire, without pushing yourself past the point where your brain screams, "Stop," you're already done. Because the real magic of boxing training isn't in the punches. It's in the mental rewiring that happens when you push through that moment of weakness and find out you had more left in you all along. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to train like a boxer at home. Not a watered-down version, not a beginner-friendly fluff routine, the real deal. We're talking about conditioning drills that will make your body bulletproof, skill work that will turn your punches into weapons, footwork patterns that will make you untouchable, and mindset training that will make you dangerous in any situation. By the end of this, you won't just be someone who throws punches in their garage. You'll think, move, and endure like a fighter, and that's something no casual workout can ever give you. So if you're ready to stop playing pretend and start training like your life depends on it, let's begin. 1. Build your fighter's stance and footwork, first not your punches. If you can't move, you can't fight, it's that simple. Every beginner wants to start with the big punches, but that's the trap that keeps you looking like an amateur forever. A real boxer's stance is the foundation of everything. It's not just about standing in a certain way. It's about creating a platform for power, speed, and defense all at once. At home, this means drilling your stance until it becomes second nature. Feet shoulder-width apart, lead foot pointing forward, rear foot at a slight angle, knees bent, weight evenly distributed but ready to shift instantly. And here's the part that will fry your brain. Your feet never stop moving. Boxing footwork is about constant micro-adjustments, little steps that keep you balanced but unpredictable. You don't cross your feet, you don't bounce like you're skipping rope, you glide, you pivot, you slide in and out like a ghost. Here's your home drill. Spend 5 minutes every day just shadowboxing without throwing a single punch. Move forward, back, side to side, pivot on your lead foot, circle around an invisible opponent. Focus on keeping your guard up, your chin down, and your weight balanced. Do this until it's automatic, because once your footwork becomes instinct, you can dictate the fight before you even throw a punch. Most people skip this step and wonder why they gas out or get hit in sparring. It's because without footwork, your opponent controls you. With it, you control them. 2. Shadowboxing, the most underrated weapon you have at home. Most casuals think shadowboxing is just throwing random punches at the air. Shadowboxing is where you build your fight IQ without even getting touched. When you shadowbox, you're not just throwing, you're fighting an imaginary opponent. You're reading their movements, slipping their punches, countering, and angling off before they can hit you. Here's how you do it at home like a pro. Stand in front of a mirror. Watch every movement. Don't just flail your arms, snap your punches. Bring them back to guard instantly. Rotate your shoulders, turn your hips, pivot your feet. Imagine the opponent's jab coming at you and slip it, roll under their hook, step out of range, and fire a counter right hand. Set a timer for 3-minute rounds, just like in a real fight. After every round, rest for 1 minute. Use that time to reset your breathing and visualize the next opponent. And here's the killer tip. Push your pace so your lungs are burning by the end of each round. If you're comfortable, you're not improving. Shadowboxing isn't a warm-up. It's a full mental and physical workout. Every time you do it, you're programming your body to move like a fighter, so when you finally face a real opponent, your reactions are faster than your thoughts. 3. Conditioning drills that turn you into a machine. If you want to train like a boxer at home, you need to understand something brutal. The ring will destroy you if you're not conditioned. Boxing isn't about who's stronger in the first round, it's about who's still dangerous in the 6th. Your home conditioning needs to be fight-specific. That means explosive bursts of effort followed by short recovery periods, exactly how a fight feels. Try this simple but savage circuit. Burpees 30 seconds at full speed. Simulate a flurry of punches. Push-ups 30 seconds explosive. High knees or sprints in place 30 seconds all out. Plank hold 30 seconds solid core engagement. Rest for 30 seconds, then repeat for 5-8 rounds. It's brutal, but it forces your heart and lungs to adapt to the constant chaos of a fight. This isn't just getting in shape. This is conditioning your body to throw combinations when you're already gasping for air. And that's the difference between a fighter who survives and a fighter who dominates. 4. Heavy bag work power, timing, and relentless pressure. If you have a heavy bag at home, this is where you forge your power and timing. But here's the thing, 99% of people use it wrong. They stand too close, throw sloppy shots, and forget about movement. When you hit the bag, think of it as an opponent that hits back. Don't just punch, move in and out. Change angles, mix up head and body shots. Start with 3-minute rounds, focusing on one skill each round. For example, round 1, only the jab. Work on speed, snap, and keeping your guard high. Round 2, jab cross combinations with perfect rotation. Round 3, body-head combinations to break an opponent's defense. Round 4, pure movement, light punches, just working footwork around the bag. And here's the mental twist, never stop throwing. Even if you're tired, keep your hands moving. That's what breaks opponents mentally, the fact that you never give them a chance to breathe. 5. Mental toughness drills. The invisible edge. Training like a boxer at home isn't just physical. If you don't train your mind, your body will betray you. Every fighter hits a breaking point where their brain whispers, "Stop, it's too much." The ones who win are the ones who ignore it. At home, you can train this by intentionally putting yourself through controlled discomfort. Do one extra round when you're already exhausted. Hold a plank 20 seconds longer than your goal. Shadowbox for 30 seconds after your timer goes off. Why? Because every time you do this, you're building a habit, a reflex to keep going when most people quit. In a fight, that's the difference between getting your hand raised and getting walked out of the ring with your head down. So that's it. The real way to train like a boxer at home. No fluff, no shortcuts, just the kind of work that turns you from someone who throws punches into someone nobody wants to fight. Now, I've got a question for you. What's the hardest part for you? Is it keeping your form when your arms are shot? Is it pushing through that last round when your lungs are on fire? Or is it just finding the motivation to start? Drop it in the comments. I'm looking for the real fighters here, the ones who push even when nobody's watching. And if you don't comment, I'm just going to assume you skipped training today, and I will remember. See you in the next round.